Welcome back to the Backyard Professor videos. I'm Kerry Schertz, the Backyard Professor. John Sorensen, the Mesoamerican scholar and archaeologist, has an explanation in re-exploring the Book of Mormon, on an interesting phenomenon in the Book of Mormon. Nephi's garden and chief market. Helaman 7:10 says, which was by the highway which led to the chief market, which was in the city of Zarahemla. Helaman 10 states that Nephi had a garden and that it was near a highway that led to the chief market in the city of Zarahemla. Such ideas seem incompatible with what was known with life in ancient Mesoamerica. 20 years of archaeology and research, however, has shown that this is precisely how the large cities in Mesoamerica existed. Nephi was upon a tower, the text says, which was in the Garden of Nephi, which was by the highway that led by the chief market. The tower might easily refer to the pyramidal mounds, some built and used by families and lineage leaders for religious ceremonies, which were referred to by the Spanish conquerors as towers. Highways are now also known to be in Mesoamerica during Book of Mormon times. For gardens in the last 20 years, intensive work at places like Teotihuacan and Monte Alban have shown that the great cities of Mesoamerica, number one, they were cities, huge cities, and number two, they had central gardening complexes as well as chief marketplaces with subsidiary local ones all over the place in the area where they were living in those cities. Adjacent to these cities, gardens were cultivated in single habitation complexes. At the archaeological site of El Tajin near the coast of the Gulf of Mexico, east of Mexico cities, they found the remains of a city that occupied at least 5 square kilometers. Another city they found that had 1,000 square kilometers. The houses of the middle-class peoples were surrounded by gardens and fruit trees. The famous city of Tula, which is north of the capital of Mexico, was even larger. I said 1,000 square kilometers. I'm sorry, it was 14 square kilometers. It was in 1000 A.D. I got my facts mixed up there. Monte Alban had both a chief market and subsidiary ones. For Teotihuacan, René Malone identifies one location as the principal marketplace and suggests that other markets existed for specialized products such as kitchenwares. Other scholars have agreed with that assessment. Teotihuacan was established that each major sector of the city had its own market in addition to the giant central one. Apparently, Zarahemla in the Book of Mormon was no different. These things that once seemed problematic in the Book of Mormon, the casual description of Nephi's neighborhood at Zarahemla, actually turn out to have substance now. Because of the last 20 years of archaeological research, the Book of Mormon is even in a stronger position than it was. The argument that there's no archaeological information available on the Book of Mormon, that it doesn't fit a Mesoamerican context, that it's just a fantasy of Joseph Smith's imagination, that argument is simply false.